Hey, it's Meanwhile in Broomtown again. Today I'm gonna plant some pepper seeds. We like pimento peppers. We used to like bell peppers, but we got to where the pimentos are a lot like bell peppers, but they're a lot sweeter. And those are the ones we like. And you can't find them in the stores. I don't ever see pimento plants. Pimento, I don't know how you pronounce that. We just, call it pimento. But, so I got some seeds years ago, and I've been saving them ever since. I plant them in this hydroponics thing, and this is kind of the reason that the hydroponics deal started. Peppers are, for me, harder to germinate than tomatoes. Tomatoes are pretty easy. And I would plant the pepper seeds and I wouldn't get but about, 50%, 60% germination. And I started using this and I normally get about 100% germination out of them. So this little hydroponic seed starting helps a lot for that. I showed you these before. They're just a little coconut planters. I don't know, what do they call them? Grow sponges. Okay, so they're sponges. They're probably not really coconut, but they're natural. They're not plastic. So they may be coconut. Anyway, I put the seeds in there, put them in here, fill it up with water. I'll show you how to set it up. But right now I gotta get the seeds. Here they are. And I usually just pour them out. I showed you before on other videos, I usually do like a little map because there's no way to label this. But on this, all I'm gonna put out is pimentos in it. So I won't have to label them. All right, let me get started. All right, let's plant some of these little things. Pepper seeds are a little bit bigger than tomatoes. Not a lot, but they are some different sizes, just a tad bigger. And if the seed's a little big, sometimes I have to push them so that I get good contact. And again, most of the time I use 2 seeds in a hole because, in case one of them doesn't germinate, I haven't wasted while these things are not expensive, they do cost money. And any of them that I can't, that I don't waste is good. So anyway, I pack them down. You can still see the seed. I mean, I don't ram them all the way to the bottom of it, but I put them in there so they'll contact good. Drop them in, and we'll repeat this process. Helps if you pick a seed up, doesn't it? The pimentos germinate really good. I've planted other, we're not hot pepper people, so I don't normally plant hot peppers. Cindy found some. She was watching a cooking show, and they specifically requested some kind of pepper, and I don't remember what it is. And I found them, like everything else, I found them on the internet and ordered them. And I planted, gosh, I don't know how many. They were expensive. And it wasn't but about maybe 10 seeds in the pack, and I didn't get a really good germination rate out of those. They didn't do well. Even in the hydroponics, they didn't do well. So I kind of gave up on those. And it's okay to try some new stuff, but a lot of times I go, you like what you like, and we like these. Everybody, when we tell them that they're not bell peppers, they're pimentos, they always want to know if we make pimento cheese out of them. We have not yet, but but that's a good idea. We like pimento cheese. We use them. We use them like you would a bell pepper. We chop them up because they tend to come in really heavy. We'll chop them up and then freeze them, and then use them all winter for when we make soups or chili or any place you'd use a pepper like that. We use these pimento peppers.
Fajitas, sloppy joes.
Fajitas, sloppy joes, and they're good. One of the nice things about saving these seeds is, yeah, you get what you want, and that's not just by chance. I was always taught to. Sometimes it's hard, but I was always taught to pick the best example each year of, and I know you can't, it's not perfect. Don't get into dogma, but if you got an ugly tomato and it's all, misshapen, I wouldn't save the seeds out of that one. And sometimes it would be tempting to do that because you don't want to, show it. You don't want to, you want to eat your prettiest ones. And, but the logic that I was always taught by my grandparents was seed selection. You want to get the seeds out of the tomato or the pepper or the whatever that looks like you want that you want. So we would always pick the best peppers or the best tomatoes or the best whatever it is we're using to save the seeds out of that one. And it's not like you waste it, because you're still going to eat the piece of fruit, because I'll do another video later in the year when we have some, when we're saving seeds for the next year. But like even on a tomato's got a lot of seeds in it, so you don't destroy it. There's still plenty to eat out of that one. So what I mean is, it's not a waste. But I do think it's important to do, maybe that's the opposite of natural selection. Natural selection would say that, strictly by chance, and the best one would procreate the best or whatever. So this is probably the anti-Darwin theory, but you taking control of what you perpetuate each year. But that's pretty heady for just saying, save the seeds out of the best fruit, and maybe that's what you'll be perpetuating. All right, I'm going to continue with this, and then I'll catch back up with you when I get done. All right, that's the last one, and we'll take it from here, and I'll show you filling it up. I'll just do it in the kitchen sink. Let me get these seeds put back. A lot of times when I'm making these videos, and I apologize if they're too long or monotonous or whatnot, I forget to put seeds up, and then I come back, knock them over, and then there's seeds everywhere, and it's just, maybe it won't take too long. My son told me the other day that this is, I learned a new term, doing the seeds this way was bougie. And I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I didn't ask him what that meant. I assumed it was, fancy or, hell, maybe even pretentious. I don't know. But I asked him if that was a derivation of like the French bourgeoisie in France after the Revolutionary War in America. But I guess I could Google it if I really cared enough. But yeah, this is fancy, and yeah, it did cost. But like I've said on a bunch of videos, this thing germinates seeds like nothing else I've ever seen. All right, I'm gonna move, and I'll be back with you. All right, I brought it down here and set it on the base, and I'll fill it up with water. I don't know how much water it takes. I never measured it. I just fill it up till it's full. I put it on a heat pad. I may have talked about that before, but especially with pepper seeds, these peppers love it when it's warm. And these peppers also, pimentos, they just hardly won't germinate if it's cold. So I put the whole thing on the heat pad. It takes an extra day to get all the water warm and all that, but it really helps with germinating, and it helps with that when they germinate and then they put out those first two little bitty leaves. It's like if you can ever get it past that, then you're good. And when you trick the plants into thinking that it's middle of summer, they germinate really, really hard. So let me get some more water and I'll be back. All right, it's almost full. We'll fill it. And that's really about it. I'll keep you up to date on, kind of how they're coming along. You can see they start to swell and push up, and I just keep, you really don't have to do anything. The directions say to soak these, and I don't ever do that. And so far it hasn't affected my germination rates. Like I said, these do really well. Because the water wicks up. I'll try to get as close up, but you can see how the water's come all the way up here. And I think that's one reason that this works so well, propagating seeds, because the moisture's there, but they're not just, not just swimming in water. But by the same token, they don't ever get dry. So a lot of times when you're doing seeds, or you might miss a day of watering and keeping them hydrated, this just eliminates that. It's got its own built-in light, and that's nice too, because it's it's got timers on it, and they come on for, I don't know how many hours. It's got to be like 12, but and then it cuts off. And so this is kind of an easy way, automatic way, I don't know what terms you want to use, to propagate seeds, and it works. So like I said, we'll check back in as they start to germinate. I'll shoot a little video and show you that. But so far, that's all. Thanks. Okay, we're on day 4 on these pepper seeds, these pimento seeds. And I just wanted to show you how fast these things germinate. This will be hard to get the light right, but you can see they're just kind of starting to sprout. Those seeds just, I don't know the scientific name of what that is, but I wanted you to see it anyway. For me, pepper seeds have always been, they're not hard to get to germinate, but they're obviously harder than lettuce and tomatoes and things like that. So, and they take longer. And putting them in here and putting them on heat, um, boy, it just makes a great combination. And you can see they're just starting to open up, and just in a little while they'll be little bitty pepper plants. Anyway, that's just a quick update. Talk to you later. Hey, thanks for watching, and if you would, take a second to hit the subscribe button for us. It helps us a lot. I appreciate it.